today is going to be a huge study day for me. I literally just ended off a week in my life on my P's rotation, so if you saw that video then you'll know I've been feeling a little bit overwhelmed with everything. I'm finding it kind of difficult to balance placement and revising and having a social life, staying healthy, working out. It's all a lot, and I was getting quite overwhelmed with the amount of stuff I have to know and really just making myself anxious. So I decided that today I'm literally just going to dedicate the whole day to getting back on top of my shit. I've written out a to-do list which I will pop on the screen, but it's basically just catching up on the theory parts of paediatrics in particular, because yes, you learn on placement, but there are certain things I need to know for my exams that I need to write notes on and really just learn. That's the main thing. I also want to edit the video I was just talking about so that I can get that up later on this week, and I also want to do some practice questions just to see where the gaps in my knowledge are, and then I can make another list of things I need to look up from there. Big study day today. I figured I would film it because personally I've actually been loving these study with me's. I find them so motivating. So I'm gonna get started. As you saw this morning, I went for a walk with Harry. It actually snowed a little bit last night, so it was actually a really nice walk this morning. Very refreshing, nice start to the day, and I just had lunch, so I'm going to get on with writing some notes. So I recently went onto the Cardiff intranet and wrote down all of the learning objectives. So this is a huge list of all of the paediatric pathologies that I need to know for my exams, and what I'm going to do is just kind of start at the beginning. I've already done all of my respiratory conditions, so I'm going to move on to cardio and just work systematically through that.
Relax. Things are just been a little crazy. If I'm overthinking, I'm really trying, so I should stop it. So hard on myself, it's true. Pick apart the things I do. I've been in hiding, backsliding, keep rewinding, pulling the thread through the loop, trying to find the faith I knew. Always thought that it would just feel right. I've been looking out for signs. I'm scared that I'm running out of time, trying to tell myself I'm fine. I'm waking up and I can't let go. I'm in my head but I can't say no. Hate that I do this all the time. Don't wanna focus another moment on the things that I can't control. I need to find some peace of mind tonight. I don't wanna think about it now, nah, nah. I don't wanna think about it now, nah, nah. I don't wanna think about it now, nah, nah. I don't wanna think about it now, nah, nah. You can plan it, I really thought that I would have it mostly figured out by now. Tired of them bringing me down. It's automatic and it's tragic, cause it matters. Every second that I lose, I wish I could get back to. Always thought that it would just feel right. I've been looking my whole life. Don't care if I'm running out of time. I don't wanna waste tonight. I'm waking up and I can't let go. I'm in my head but I can't say no. Not gonna do this all the time. Not gonna focus another moment on the things that I can't.
Okay, so it's been about 3 hours and I am making progress. So I've done the whole of cardiology, gastro, hematology, and I've just started on neurology, but My God, am I getting tired. I think this is going to sound really obvious, but I didn't realise this until I actually started my peds rotation, that there is so much to know. I know that sounds really dumb, but in paediatrics you have to know basically the whole of adult medicine plus all of the conditions that would most commonly occur in only children. So it's like you have to know even more than you would for just adults, and it's all general medicine. You have to know every single system. It's not just, you know, like neurology or nephrology or immunology, like it's everything. And it's just, I don't know, it's just an impossible amount to know. So I've done a fair amount of notes, and I've actually got an online course in about half an hour which is on paediatric emergencies, which I think will be really interesting. So I'm going to log into Zoom for that in half an hour, but for now I think I'm just going to make myself a coffee because I'm hitting that mid-afternoon slump and I really need a break away from my computer. So Harry actually got me a cafetiere the other day, which I'm so excited about because I just really want to up my coffee game and make it really, really yummy. So I'm going to go test that out and see what we can do.
There are a narrow range of rules to know about, but they are just important. And just because you won't get the spectrum doesn't mean you don't have to spend as much time.
Right, so it's now 6:15 and I'm actually doing quite well on my to-do list. All I've got left to do is practice questions, so I'm going to go make myself some dinner, take a little break, and then I will get back into doing some practice questions and see how much I've taken in for today. So I just made myself a Mexican sort of veggie rice bowl type thing. So underneath this big pile of lettuce there is a bed of brown rice. I sauteed up one red bell pepper, some red onion and some black beans, and then I made myself some homemade guacamole, got some sour cream, a bit of cheese, and then jalapenos for spice. So I'm going to eat this and watch an episode of something on Netflix. I just started Dr. Foster, which I'm actually addicted to, so I'm just going to take a little break and then I'll get back into doing some more work. Okay, so it is literally like 8 p.m. right now. I just did all of my practice questions and I'm actually so pleased with myself. I got 76%, which may sound like a lot or it may sound like not a lot at all, but in terms of medical school you have to get at least 50% in your exams to pass them, and I mean, you can imagine they're difficult. So at the moment I've been doing pretty well with my questions, getting like between 60 and 70%, but 76 is pretty high for me, so I'm really happy with that. But before I end off this video, I did just want to go through my to-do list and see if I did everything that I needed to today. So I did the majority of my paediatrics notes, which was really helpful actually, because I went over things that I just like had never heard of, and I went over things that I definitely know I need to know, so that was really helpful. I did my practice questions, I emailed my sign-offs, did a rough cut of the video that I want to upload in a couple of days, but I'm so tired right now. I don't think that I'm going to finish editing it, so that will be moved to my to-do list for tomorrow. But overall I did really well today and I'm pretty tired right now, but I'm also just really happy that I was productive. And I mean, I think the only advice I could really give is if you're feeling anxious or overwhelmed with whatever you're studying, there's no point overthinking it. You just need to do the work and that will make you feel better, or at least that's what works for me. So I feel a lot less overwhelmed now, and I feel like I'll get a good night's sleep now because I've done the work that I needed to kind of get myself to where I wanted to be, if that makes sense. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you an insight into how I study for medical school, mainly just notes and practice questions. PassMed is a really good resource if you are a medical student. I think you get the first year free and then after that it's a yearly fee that you have to pay, but it's so worth it because you have this whole bank of questions, and personally I do practice questions every single day and it just really helps you to think in the way that your examiner is thinking, if that makes sense, because for me, my exams are SBA style, so they're multiple choice. Those are the questions that are on PassMed, so it's really good practice. That's one resource that I definitely recommend. Obviously, Geeky Medics for OSCEs and ISCEs and stuff, that's really good for the practical stuff. And then other than that, I mention it all the time, but the Oxford Clinical Handbooks are really, really good. It goes through all of the basic pathologies that you need to know, and it's a very succinct summary of like pathogenesis, causes, symptoms, investigations, management, all of that. So I definitely recommend that. Yeah, I guess those are my top 3 resources that I would recommend to other medical students out there, but I'm going to end off this video here, so I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, then please subscribe for more, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!